Intermittent fasting. It's just another fad diet.
Trigger warning.
You can't eat anything you want just because you eat in a certain window. At the end of the day, regardless if you ate all your calories during an 8-hour window, a 4-hour window, a 1-hour window, a 1-minute window, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What matters is how many calories did you consume during that day. You're better off to spread out your meals to 4 or 5 times a day with protein. That way you can maximize muscle protein synthesis and allow yourself to have the most muscle possible, which will help you to have a faster metabolism. And no.
Okay, so second to last point, we'll see what that last one is. But intermittent fasting. Does intermittent fasting help with weight loss? And like most things, yes, and mostly no. If you love intermittent fasting and you love eating that window and you can stick to your calories and you're not starving by the time you get there and you end up overeating, if you can do that forever, then that could be a great way of you reaching your goals. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but the reason it works is because the calories you're taking in are less than what you're burning. Once again, it is the same story. Now I'm going to keep on telling you the truth. Calories in, calories out. If intermittent fasting helps you with that equation, you're good to go. If you're miserable, you hate it, or deep down you just resent it, you hate waking up because you know you can't eat for the next 12 hours, that is not the diet for you. It is not sustainable. If it is not sustainable, then you cannot stick to it, which is what sustainable is. And whenever you go back to your old way of eating, you're going to fall off and you're going to gain all that weight back. Now, I do know people who have a lot of success on intermittent fasting. It is a relatively lower threshold diet because you can eat. It's not restrictive in what you eat. It's more restrictive in the time. But a lot of people take it too far and they eat anything they want. And I'm all about eating anything you want. I'm all about taking ice cream, but I make it healthier and less calories. I'm all about taking pizza and making it healthier and less calories. I'm all about taking lasagna and making it healthier and less calories. That's what Coach Gray's cookbook is all about, is low calorie dense foods. I get to eat these things and enjoy them, but they're less calories. That way I'm full. But on intermittent fasting, when you have a 4-hour eating window and people literally eat anything, high fat cheeses, desserts, whatever, they're taking in way more calories than they usually think in that small amount of window because they're so hungry and the things they're eating are so calorie dense that they're not full. They're not physically full because it doesn't take up much space, but they're getting way too many calories. Intermittent fasting in general is not a good idea for weight loss, but it might be for you. If you're all triggered from this and you're like, I love this, then hey, that's fine. That's fine. If it works for you, it works for you. But ask yourself, honestly, is it working? Have you tried it and fell off and now you're back on it? Because that's a sign that it is not for you. If you don't try it, love it, stick with it forever, then it's not for you. Because if this is a match, if intermittent fasting is going to help you lose weight, you're going to try it, stick to it, love it, and never want to change ever again. And boom, we found something that works for you, and that's fine. I have clients who intermittent fast just because they don't like breakfast. They don't even realize they do realize, but they don't think of it as intermittent fasting. They just don't eat till 12 and they stop eating at 7. They have a 7-hour eating window, an 8-hour eating window, whatever it ends up being. They probably stop eating at 6. So they have a 6-hour eating window. They don't even realize it's happening. And I have 2 clients that find a great deal of success on that because they just hate breakfast. I wish they would eat it because I wish they would eat breakfast. It does increase your chance for muscle protein synthesis, which means you're going to keep more muscle and keep your metabolism higher just for the rest of your life. But the trade-off is worth it if you lose weight, if you can keep your calories down. But if you have ever tried it and stopped and you're back on, or you're deep down dreading it, it is not the diet for you. It's not going to help you long-term.